What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here in downtown LA at Vibiana, a former church which has one of the most fascinating histories of any LA landmark. In a special episode sponsored by Arto Brick, which actually helped with the restoration at this beautiful historic building. This is one of the oldest buildings in Los Angeles and was the official Cathedral of LA for more than a century. In fact, it's not only an architectural masterpiece, it's also named after the patron saint of Los Angeles. Let's get into it. So first, LA's patron saint is Vibiana, the saint of nobodies. Somewhat ironic and somewhat fitting that LA's patron saint would be the saint of nobodies, but the building was named after her after being conceived in 1859 as one of LA's first churches on land donated by Emile Cavalier. It was Pope Pius IX that chose the name of the cathedral, naming the cathedral after a recently sainted Roman martyr who died in the 3rd century in Rome, Vibiana, and her remains were found in 1853 when workmen came across them in the catacombs near the Appian Way. Inside the tomb where she was found, there was a vial of her dried blood with a stone that read, "To the soul of the innocent and pure Vibiana," and the Pope immediately glorified her and made her a saint. Now, this entire complex, which is on the southeast corner of Main and 2nd Streets in downtown, was dedicated in 1876 and cost $80,000 at the time to build. The cathedral's architects, Kaiser and Matthews, built the Baroque-inspired Italian-age structure, which became and remained the official Cathedral of Los Angeles for over 100 years. Wow. Now, cathedrals traditionally contain the relics of a saint, so the remains of Saint Vibiana were removed from the catacombs of Rome and moved to a sarcophagus, which would be located in a niche high above the altar in Saint Vibiana. The church went on to have a very devoted following, especially when downtown LA was bustling and vital in the early 20th century. But even as downtown LA began to hollow out and evolve in the middle of the century, the rapidly expanding population of Los Angeles began to outgrow the facility, and the Archdiocese decided that it needed a larger main facility. The cathedral, with all that history of Los Angeles, had become little more than a relic. But the powers that be wanted a bigger and more robust space and to leave that St. Vibiana Cathedral in the past. However, preservationists pressured them not to destroy the historic landmark, and a battle ensued. And during the midst of that battle, St. Vibiana's history took a dramatic turn when the 1994 Northridge earthquake severely damaged the structure. At that point, a contentious legal battle ensued, with the Roman Church Archdiocese going so far as beginning demolition and removing the cupola without permits until a frantic campaign halted the work. A compromise was reached in 1996 when the Archdiocese built the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels nearby, while St. Vibiana's site was handed over to the city of Los Angeles. Eventually, developer Tom Gilmore purchased the property in 1999 and undertook an $8 million restoration that transformed the cathedral into Vibiana, a state-of-the-art event venue. The site's reinvention reached new heights in 2015 with the opening of Redbird, a modern American restaurant housed in the former rectory adjacent to Vibiana. Chef Neil Fraser and Amy Noel Fraser envisioned Redbird as more than just a dining establishment. It became an integral part of downtown LA's culinary renaissance. The elegant outdoor spaces, including the Redbird Garden and Courtyard, provide diners and patrons with stunning views of St. Vibiana and the Bell Tower, blending historic charm with contemporary sophistication. I'm here inside what used to be the church and is now sort of an event center. They host weddings, kind of banquets, things of that nature. It's beautiful, and you can just feel that history, feel everything that was here at St. Vibiana Church when LA was just developing. And a special thank you to Arto Brick for supporting this architecture series of LA in a Minute. Arto Brick is a true LA American dream story, a 3rd-generation family business based right here in Gardena, and they restore and rehabilitate LA's historic landmarks, tile by tile and brick by brick, including these beautiful floor tiles right here in the 149-year-old St. Vibiana. Wow. The legacy of St. Vibiana Church is multifaceted. It symbolizes LA's early Catholic heritage while serving as a testament to successful preservation efforts that honor historical architecture in urban spaces. The transformation from St. Vibiana into Vibiana and Redbird underscores how adaptive reuse can breathe new life into historic landmarks, ensuring their relevance for future generations while enriching the cultural fabric of Los Angeles. Not bad for LA's patron saint, the saint of nobodies. Guess what? Now she's somebody. All right, LA, it's been a minute.